All right, so now we're going to work on doing the sweet potatoes. So the sweet potatoes, we want to, everybody wants to peel their sweet potatoes. Let me show you a technique in case you're at home and you want to do it without a thing. It's actually a quick way of doing it, okay? So cut the end off, stand it up, and then you can just take your knife and run it down the edge of it. It's a lot quicker than using a and if you don't feel comfortable with doing that, you don't have to. Okay. And then, yeah, but you don't want to make that, you definitely want those a larger dice because you don't want them to become waterlogged. There's a really good technique. Let me show you something real quick too with peeling. This is a really good way of doing it too. I learned this from a Mexican dishwasher. You can learn anything from anybody. I'm not even kidding. Like everybody goes, oh, they're just the workforce, but these guys are smart. So actually, can I borrow that for a second? So you take the ends of it off, right? And it's actually two edges on a peeler. See what I'm saying? So you just roll it through, and that's actually the quickest technique. So,
try that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Can you give me my tea?
Oh, it's faster.
Way faster. It's like really fun too. You can go around bragging to your friends later. I can peel. I can peel a potato in under 30 seconds. What you're gonna cut these into are sizes like this. It's like an inch and a half or so. So you're gonna cut it in half and then pieces about that size, okay? No, on the round potatoes, that's the best technique, what you're doing right there. Okay. You know, the thumbs on each side. Okay. Or again, hold on, let me show you real quick. This is so much easier, okay? So cut your ends, stand it up, and push down. So much easier. That's right, I brought you some out, didn't I? Hold on, let me get. Okay. Some people start with the water boiling, some people don't. I recommend not starting with it boiling because what happens is, or starting with the water while it's boiling, what happens is potatoes in general, when they soften and become watered and logged down, you don't get that nice fluffy kind of feel or texture, okay? That comes from over boiling it. And usually what happens if it sits in a cold and then heats up with the pan, then it definitely becomes waterlogged. You know what I mean? Because it's just sitting in water. It's just going to do anything but absorb it. Starch. So starches, flours, all that stuff, that's what they're made for, sucking up water. So I always start, like our water is just now starting to roll. So one thing that always you're gonna do, if you're gonna do potatoes, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, pastas, always want to season your water ahead of time. That's actually about 2 tablespoons, okay? So 2 tablespoons into it, it's not going to make it salty. You won't even taste it in that amount of liquid, but it'll enhance the flavor and it will preserve the color of whatever you're doing. If you're blanching green vegetables, if you're doing sweet potatoes, whatever color it is, it will preserve it. So. All right, so that's gonna cook. Takes usually right around 20 minutes or so. Ours is gonna be a little bit more because we're doing it in a bigger, so we're probably looking right about 30 minutes or so. On the mascarpone cheese, there's a reason that you're adding it. It's going to provide creaminess. Mascarpone is very light in flavor. It almost has none. Like it's lighter than cream cheese. Like cream cheese has its own flavor. Mascarpone is, I don't know, it's the pastry chef's secret weapon. It really is. It's so good for almost everything. So I said put about a half a cup in there. You can add more or less depending on your own flavor. Play around with it. You know, the first time, this is what I always do. First time, follow the recipe. After that, do your own. You know what I mean? Because then you're going to make it for you. That's basically what learning how to cook is. You know, you take a basic and then you make your own thing. You know, that's how chefs become who they are. You know, you learn something from the chef that you're working under until you become a chef. Then you're just doing your own thing. A little bit of heavy cream. Again, when heavy cream is whipped, heavy cream will solidify back to butter. So whole milk, when they churned it, that's basically what you're getting. This is actually less than what whole milk would be. Whole milk is actually more fat solids. I'm not talking about whole milk that you get from market basket. I'm talking about like fresh organic right out of the cow. Which I don't like the flavor. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like very weird. It's like very strong. You know, if you've grown up on 2% in vitamin D and then all of a sudden you drink a cow's milk, you're gonna be like, this doesn't taste good.
I like my raw milk.
Do you like your raw milk?
Okay, so we put the mascarpone, the heavy cream, the butter, the brown sugar. You want to add just a pinch of cinnamon. Like, not a lot. You don't want the cinnamon to be the predominant flavor. You want everything to kind of work synergistically. So I started off really slow because what you don't want it to do is slop around. Exactly. Stand on the quarter. See how it's whipping? Then you want to pull the sides down into the center. Yep, thank you. Good eyes. And now you see it kind of come to like a butter form. That's kind of what you're looking for. You're looking for that, like if you're looking at like fresh churned butter or fresh cream butter and the thing, that's what you're going to kind of look at. So you're going to look for that kind of creaminess, and that's what you're going to get out of the mascarpone cheese. And see how it's like there's no solid chunks in it. Or you might find a few here and there, but they'll be very minute.
Set up and then taking out the refrigerator for 350, 10, 15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes, yep.